Yeah, man, my fault. I'm back. But you just to go back over it. I should have wrote it down to keep my place. But you know, just gotta be alright with you know, either if you're not alright with your life, then you gotta have, the heart to make the necessary changes, for you to be alright with it and satisfied with it. So that was the first question. The second question is, do you get a fulfilling sensation when you reflect on your life? And if the answer is no to that, then you know it's likely that you're not happy with you know the way things are in your life. And if that's the case, again, it just reflects back to what I said with the first question, man. You got to be at a place where as though you're willing to do whatever's necessary to bring that fulfillment to your life. You know, that one's pretty simple. So the next question is, are you living the life you desire to live? Or are you simply doing what you feel either obligated to do and or what you feel is expected of you? That one's important. That's something I had to weigh within myself, prior to, you know, um, effectuating the changes that I did in my personal life. You know, um, Came to a point, man, like I said, you know, I was more so living, attempting to like uphold, you know, some things that others had, pioneered. And more than anything, it was just, the opportunity kind of fell in my lap to, had the baton passed to me. So I took the baton, and I did what we do on that track and field. Something I used to do, by the way. Yeah, and I ran with it, and I've been dealing with it honorably. However, at the end of the day, when I analyzed myself, it really wasn't my dream, my goal. I had never even contemplated it for my life. At the end of the day, it happened, and I fell into the position. And even after about, I kind of like gave it up for a minute, and not necessarily was persuaded to take it back, but after reflecting on it and analyzing it, and basically analyzing the reasons that I decided to take it on. You know, it's sort of like the mission statement for a business. When I took that responsibility on, I had reasons and purposes that I intended, and goals that I intended to uh, complete in taking on that position. So I got back with it. So, but I'm saying like as it related to my personal life, it wasn't really like what I wanted or envisioned for myself either, because it was more so a thing, whereas I was doing things based off of what I felt obligated to do, and that was more so relative. Give me a minute, y'all. This damn camera. All right. It was more so what I felt obligated to do, more so than what I desired to do, you know. And that had a lot to do with the way I was raised, So, again, like, when it comes to dealing with, your traumas and all that, peeling back the layers of the onion is the terminology and the analogy I like to use in reference to, healing yourself. You know what I mean? Dealing with the unresolved conflicts. So when I went through that process and began looking at my life through a new set of lenses, I realized, man, the hell with that. The hell with, what other people are expecting me to do, or me feeling obligated to do certain things based off of others' expectations of me. Man, fuck that. Pardon my French. I know I ain't gonna be able to get no monetization for that, but that ain't what I'm on here for yet. You know what I mean? Whenever that if it happens, whatever. But I'm more so preoccupied with getting the message through effectively, and speaking to my audience. My audience, the audience I'm targeting are real people. Real people that live everyday life. That come from a struggle, and on one level or another, to whatever degree, have been successful in conquering that struggle. So and even those that have yet to conquer their struggle, allow me to be a source of inspiration through the messages that I give. This is why, I ain't really focused and fixated on, the money. This is something that I have a passion for. And, with that being said, I'm going to get back to it. So, never mind, doing what you do in spite of whether it brings you happiness and satisfaction internally, for the sake of what's expected. That ain't gonna never, work for you. It definitely ain't worked for me. So, yeah, man, you gotta live for you gotta live for yourself. That's actually I'm gonna actually touch on that later on in the video. So the next question is, ironically, are you living for yourself? Or is your life based more or less around what other people's opinions, perceptions, or thoughts are of what you should be doing and how you should be living? I just said it. You know what I mean? Like I can honestly say that I'm living for myself today. And a part of me living for myself, is living, a part of that is definitely living for, my progeny. The souls that I initiated, I had a part in the initiation in bringing to this third dimensional realm. Pardon me, people. Gotta pause it again.